Hi, Vijay Mistry here, CEO and founder of Rent a Director, author of multiple training programs which have a green light status award from the UK Trade and Investment. And our purpose is to see leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, directors, executives, and managers achieve standards of excellence in everything they do and scale up their businesses with ease. Now, my dear friends, today I want to talk about board effectiveness. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're a small, medium, or large organization in any sector. This is important. This is about stepping up the game. This is about taking you to another level altogether. And I believe that there are certain common pattern of challenges many face. So let's deep dive straight into this particular training. Now, I just want to tell you in advance that after this training, there's a program which I'm going to talk to you about, which we have on achieving boardroom excellence. So I'll be sharing some insights on that particular program. But for now, let's go straight into board effectiveness. And like I said, there are many challenges out there to begin with. I've seen many businesses having these challenges, and I wanted to share this, just to see if there is any reflection of these challenges, perhaps in whatever outfit you have. The first is lacking direction. Now, here's a question for you. How many times have you sort of stepped back as a board or as an executive team? How many times have you stepped back and really got a grasp of the clear direction, the navigation path, the specific point of destination? In other words, the purpose, the vision, the values. You need to make sure that you have that in place. Unfortunately, this is missing in many organizations. This is one of the key components which is missing, which is draining or which is suppressing the growth of the organization. The second, which is common in many instances I have come across, and that is hubris. This is about, having this self-confidence, and it's about arrogance as well. It's about one or two of the directors really taking over the whole conversation. Now, I don't know if you come across this, but this in itself is detrimental to the success and to the sustainability and the growth of an organization. And in one instant, I remember it was a manufacturing organization, and I attended the board meeting. I was a board advisor, and what happened is that there was one particular director who was sort of taking over the whole conversation. He was suppressing the rest of them. And here's what happened. After the board meeting, I asked one of the other directors, and I asked her that, how did you find this particular meeting? And she said that I felt intimidated. I couldn't contribute as well. So this is a key bottleneck in many businesses. A third one, which is very important, is minutiae. Going into discussions which are management level rather than the macro level. So you see where I'm coming from. It's not the 50,000 feet discussions or the really core material long-term linkage discussions taking place, and they end up into minutiae. And this is a key challenge that I have noted. Another problem is the information, lack of getting the right information at board level, not having the right amount of information, in fact, not even having a constructive format to see how you can pick up forward-looking signals. This is a key problem. And I'm not talking only about the financials, I'm talking about the whole concept itself. In fact, not even condensing and simplifying the information as well. So this is another key challenge. And another one is unprepared. I have noted, sadly, many directors who come into meetings unprepared. They have nothing much to contribute, and what they contribute is not well prepared. And it doesn't really add to the effectiveness and the growth of the organization as such. I've just handpicked a few of these, and perhaps you could reflect some of these with your particular outfit. But I just wanted to share some of these challenges. But let's now shift gears, and I want to go into how you can drive board effectiveness. And here's one thing that I want to share. Think of a koi fish. Now, if you put a koi fish in a fish bowl, what's going to happen? The koi fish is going to grow only 1 inch or 2 inches. But if you put the same koi fish in a river, what's going to happen? The koi fish is going to grow 12 inches, the same koi fish. And here's the thing, it's about your capability. It's about stepping up, looking into how you can really evolve and step up the game. Take an example of Michael Jordan. I'm taking a random example here, but Michael Jordan, he keeps on stepping up his game. When he was playing basketball, his competitor was himself. His competition was himself. So my point here is you need to step up, you need to evolve, you need to build up into your capability. And how do you do that? You need to make sure that you ask the right questions. And this is where I come to the second point, which is so powerful. If you get this, it's going to change the way you do your business and the trajectory and the growth. Is see if each and every director can take 50 minutes think time. Now, I'm not talking about in a board setup itself, but they need to chunk out in their diary, preferably every week or every 2 weeks, 50 minutes just on that particular company, on whatever board they are serving. Now, you could be an executive director changing hats, obviously, if you are at the board level. In other words, you would be a board member when you're in a board meeting, and you could be an executive when you're just doing the operational activities. Here's the thing, you need to make sure, take 50 minutes and figure out how can you really add more value. And there are different components of value you need to look into. You need to look into the whole aspect, the holistic aspect itself, and break down the value components. Everybody says that we are adding value, shareholder value, owner's value, but what do they really mean? You need to go into the granularity of the value. We're looking at it, it's intangible value as well as tangible value. What is it that you are really contributing towards? How is it really making an impact to the stepping up of the game as far as your organization is concerned? This is so powerful. I call it white space. So 50 minutes of white space every week is going to completely change and shift the way you do your business. It will even help you to be well prepared. You'll have the information, the insights, you'll be well prepared, and you'll be able to contribute better as well. The third, financial signals. Now, this is basic and common, as many would say, is that you would have fancy dashboards and you would have all the insights and the KPIs and the measures in place. But here's the thing, I want you to take it a step further. So how do you do that? Is that you need to connect with the external environment as well. Look into the landscape, what is really happening, and how are the measures benchmarking with the rest, with your competitors. That is going to make an impact. It's just not about looking at it with a tunnel vision, the financials itself, but trying to interpret and see what it means. How is it really performing with the outside landscape as such. And you need to even be careful of the threat of new entrants. We are in the year 2021 with technology coming in. What does that really mean to your business? How is it really going to grow and evolve and have that advanced level of forward-looking financial signals as well? How are you going to get those? So you need to really structure and work on that. Another key element, and I press upon this, is leveraged priorities. Look into the priorities which are leveraged. And again, simplifying it, use the 80-20 principle. What is that 20% which is making the 80% impact when it comes to your board? What are those elements in your agenda which are going to drive more growth? And you need to really work as a team, synergize and work on that 80%. So how do you really do that? Is you need to really step back. In fact, go on a retreat, go on one day retreat or whatever you can, and have those breakout sessions and figure out exactly what are the core leverage drivers. Peter Drucker said that business is made of two things, innovation and marketing. you need to really look into your business model and figure out exactly what is it that you're missing, what are the gaps, identify those and pick up on the leverage drivers. And I promise you, it's going to really make a profound impact to your business. And finally, if there's one thing I press upon you to consider, is empower others to contribute. Now, at certain times, you might empower somebody to contribute, and he or she will start going off tangent, talking about their expertise, but you need to really have that focused mindset so that you can really ensure that the discussions are towards driving growth for the organization. And this requires a lot of training, it requires a lot of nurturing, it requires a lot of shifts as well within one's behavior patterns and the way they contribute. But it's very important to unlock everybody's capability and potential at that board level. So I hope these drivers will help you to see a different dimension when it comes to board effectiveness. Now, here's an opportunity I want to share with you. I want to go 100 times deeper with you, and this is why I've got this cutting edge program I want to talk to you about. And this is about growth driven insights. You need to make sure that you have that insights 50,000 feet down to 50 feet. You need to have those insights to make sure that you can contribute better and have clarity in decision making, because that is where the power is. That is where you'll be able to have clarity as well, and you'll have clear expectations as well. In many instances, there's this lack of accountability and the expectations are not clear enough. And finally, it's going to help you to position and scale up your particular business. That's what it's all about. It's about scaling up and positioning your particular business. And so here's what I have is a program which is called Achieving Boardroom Excellence. This is about next level for world-class directors and executives. It's a 3-week modular program and applicable to all sizes of companies in all sectors. And all our programs have a green light status award from the UK Trade and Investment. Now, I want to share with you what week 1, week 2, week 3 will have, so that your board is ready. It has all the preparation for growth and sustainability for your particular organization. So in the first week, we share the board structure. How should a board structure be? We'll even go into board composition. We'll go into the roles of boards as well. What should be the roles of the boards? We'll go into 10 qualities of an effective director. We'll also look into the financial intelligence aspect of the board, and we'll look into the qualities of an effective chair. What should an effective chair really do? So this is really powerful. And we'll look into the whole board of directors structure as well. So that's week 1. In week 2, we'll look into the 10 functions of effective governing board. My dear friends, this is very key and critical to the growth of your business. Shareholders and stakeholders reputation will also go into responsible director questions. In fact, the whole program, there are some responsible director questions which will give you that ability to ask the right questions. Appointment of management, governance versus management, monitoring of management. What do you really need to do at the CEO level and the board level? What is that monitoring aspect? Succession planning for the board itself, the 6 key steps. And in week 3, we'll go into board value drivers. And here we'll look into the tone from the top, which is so important at the end of the day, making board meetings productive. How can you have the right return on executive time? How can you yield maximum return? And we'll also look into the 8 tips for creating productive board meetings, managing group dynamics, value setting, responsibility and ethics, as well as progressive tips. My dear friends, this is a program which is going to take you to the next level. That's what I believe. And the normal price is $1,497, which is a drop in the ocean, because it's about taking 2 or 3 points, and handpicking those points, and it can really shape your board. But here's what I'm doing. and I'll come to the prize at the end of this particular presentation, is that I want to give you another bonus, and I want to give you the Business Excellence Blueprint program, which is worth $1,497 at no cost. So it's like if you buy this Achieving Boardroom Excellence program, you get this at no cost. So what is this particular program, Business Excellence Blueprint? Let me just quickly go through what this program will cover. In week 1, we are going connecting 50,000 feet with ease. So how to leverage your time effectively. I spoke about the priorities, how to link long, mid and short term with ease, how to build a business roadmap with clarity, how to leverage and the winner's mindset. You know, it's that mental muscle that you need, and how to grow using simple strategies and deep diving into a practical experience. This is week 1. So it's connecting 50,000 feet with ease. Week 2, we go into maximizing performance activators. Here we're going to go into how to identify core performance activators, how one struggling company transitioned to success, watch out points for your business, how to maximize performance and efficiency, how to eliminate inefficiencies. This is again very important, and how to overcome struggles and shifts to successful growth driven company. What do you really need to do? How can you really transition? In week 3, this is powerful, sales and marketing mastery, how to increase sales and have strong company positioning. Again, linking 50,000 feet. We'll go into how to sell effectively. Again, this is very important. What are the effectiveness? What is that mindset you need, and how can you really overcome certain barriers when it comes to selling? The next point is how to convert more customers and clients. Obviously, we're looking into scalability. So how can you really convert more customers and clients? How to maximize the return on your marketing budget. My dear friends, my head drops when I see some businesses where their marketing budget is all over the place. This is going to give you some sort of focused and leveraged approach as far as your marketing is concerned. Sales drivers, what works now, checklists of do's and don'ts, and car sales experience. This is my personal experience, but I'm sharing with you something which is going to really blow your mind away. That's what I believe, because it's extremely powerful. But I don't stop there. We then go into online sales, because right now we know the e-commerce world is really going to another level altogether. And with the pandemic and what has happened, there's a different level of opportunity out there. So I'll share with you how to sell online effectively, maximize online sales using 2 platforms, and what works currently and what you must do. So that is as far as online sales is concerned. Now, week 4, we go into financial mastery, how to read your financials and management reports with ease, how to pick direct and indirect financial signals effectively, risk levels and watch out triggers, profit and loss balance sheet, and cash flow in depth. So this is going deep. The biggest mistake executives make and what you must avoid, and walking through financial experience. So you get complete insight on financial reading of your financials with a different perspective altogether. Now, week 5, leadership excellence. We'll go into the critical turning point, how to transform your business for good, how to handle difficult scenarios with ease, how to have a highly motivated team. Now imagine, this is a key problem, and like Peter Drucker said, that culture eats strategy for breakfast. You need to make sure that you have the right culture in place. The mindset needed for a winning model, key leadership value triggers. But I don't stop there. There's some bonus sessions as well, and one of them is the digitization. As we know, we are in a world full of digitization, so I share some insights on digitization. If you remember, I spoke about the value components, and one of the value components which I add over and above just the tangible and intangible value is self-mastery. It's about your personal development, your personal growth. So I'll share with you 5 powerful life-changing stories leading to self-mastery. You'll also get 180 power-driven, incisive questions. These questions, you can use it 10 years from now as well. They are so powerful, so impact-driven, and they are so relevant to the growth and success for your business. So it's like completely done for you. You know, I mean, when you go to a board meeting or if you share it with your executives, you have all the tools with you, and there are over 10 tools and frameworks. So you get this completely free. But let's take it a step further. I want to add more value. So I want to go into a tenfold value program as well. And this is the governance excellence package. So here's what I'm doing. Small, medium and large organizations. I have a cutting edge manual, governance manual, executive workbook, governance grid and PowerPoint for the small, medium and for the large. So there are 8 downloads which you are going to get with this particular package as well. This is worth $197. But not only that, I'll even give you the directors and executives package which I've authored. This is about excellence in board relationships and a workbook as well. But here's the thing, this package has got policies, policy templates which you can apply for your business. Power of integration, this is about core accountability, and this is really, really powerful. It's over an hour, but we have divided it into 6 different small chunks of video. So it's a video based program, but it's extremely powerful. And you'll also get the governance edge package, because adding layers and layers of value is what I believe. It's no point investing in a program without really considering what value you are going to get. This is worth $497. By the way, this particular program, the Governance Edge, is a raw edition. It's unedited. It's something which I've done. So you'll get that with this particular whole program itself. So in summary, here's what you're going to get. You'll get the Business Excellence Blueprint. You're going to get the Achieving Boardroom Excellence, which is the mainstream program itself, which is worth $1,497. Ultimate Governance Mastery package, which includes the manuals, the workbook, PowerPoint and grid. You'll also get the Governance Edge. You'll get the Directors and Executives package, as well as the Core Accountability, Power of Integration, which is worth $297. The total of all this is $4,082, but your investment only $997. Now, CEO asked me this question that, Vijay, you are adding so much value. Why are you just selling this for $997? And here's the thing. I have an affinity for the developing world as well. And because of the pandemic itself, I want to support businesses which are struggling as well. And I could sell this whole package for $5,000, and I know I could sell many, but it's a responsibility that I have within myself that I want to do something for the developing world as well. So that is the reason I want to keep it as a no-brainer. And I'm going to add another layer of trust here, that if for any reason you do not find this program adding exceptional value in 14 days, just let me know and we'll issue a full refund. There are no questions asked. I mean, I'm 100% confident that this program is going to really add a lot of value for you. This is why I'm doing this for you. So I think this is a no-brainer. As you can see, all you need to do is click the button below and get immediate access. One more thing that I want to add to this whole package, which is going to completely make this a risk-free investment, is that what I'm going to do is, if you buy this program for a limited time period, I will be giving you a bespoke session, a governance session. So what we will do is, we'll have a tailor-made, in-depth, immersive session, and you could have your whole board, and or if it's your executives, your top team, join this particular session. It's going to be about 60 minutes, and this in itself would be worth over $1,000. And I'll throw this in with this particular package. It's limited offer if you are interested. So my dear friends, look, it's up to you, your choice, you decide. Whatever you decide, I wish you the very best. But if you want to purchase, click the button below, and I would really look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.